Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. On the 19th of February 2026, there was an hour-long Star Citizen Live Q&A industrial gameplay. If you like the content and it's no bullshit format, please consider subscribing so that you're able to see when more content is published. Here's what you need to know. Jared with the usual intro, Thorsten, lead system designer, and Elliot, lead mission designer. Questions were taken from live chat and from Spectrum. They said that there are still some features within industrial gameplay which should make it more fun and improve your desire to perform industrial gameplay. Kind of a blanket statement. Eventually, all parts of industrial gameplay will have a purpose and will tie in as part of the other industrial types and base building. They said base building was basically the end state, why all of this would work. And then Jared asked us to remember what mining was like when it first came out many years ago compared to what it is now, and then apply that idea to other Tier 0 loops and trust them. They will be adding more variety to industrial missions in the future with scouting-only type missions or even more variation in the customers, the types of mission givers. They recently added a new mission where you're asked to produce a set of commodities, and it's up to you to decide if you want to go mine for it, or you can also simply just go buy all the stuff you need to complete the goal. There was a request for a feature where a player might see on a screen a detailed manifest of all of the cargo that's aboard a ship, and they said that that sounds like a great idea. Ship-based refinery soon? TM. There are also plans for you to be able to tow a junked ship just to a scrapyard to get rid of it. Ship and station refinery will eventually be the same game loop once they're both released properly, fully. Jared then said for the rest of the show that they would try to not piss off 50% of the players. There was a question about the PvP slider again and when we might see it. And the pro PvP slider people, the fans of PvP slider, need to remember that we're still missing the consequence game loop, right? We don't have law. So just like we've heard for the last 14 years, it's coming and it's going to make more sense once law is added in a more complete form. But there will be safe places for you to play, and there will be very unsafe places for you to play. So no PvP sliders and no private servers. That hasn't been part of the plan for like 12 years. I don't know why people are still asking. There are systems planned to allow players to split large boxes into smaller boxes and vice versa. Some asked what the plan was to make multiplayer industrial gameplay more impactful, and they said that there are multi-crew industrial ships such as the Mole, and there will be even more. Missions are made for all players to participate in, which is why many of them are 8 SCU, which is normal. But they do like the idea where a mission would scale to the ship and the group of players that the player brings. Fueling and towing missions are planned for this year with more discussion promised in the future. Jared seems to have leaked that there may be a new refueling ship, but I think it's just the Vulcan finally coming out from years ago. So comment in the comments with your comments if you think it's the Vulcan as well, or if you think they're just going to sell a new ship. They spoke about a series of refueling missions, but fell short of providing a when. They are thinking about how siphoning fuel and siphoning oxygen may be incorporated into missions and the gameplay, but scooping is now the current focus, and it's still the focus. Breach charges are still planned as part of salvage, but there was no when. And then Jared clarified that pretty much anything that was built or added as a legacy game loop will be done and redone and redone until we get closer to release. Jared told us that the next show might be on spaceship audio, and that's it. If you like the content and got something out of it, please consider sharing with a friend or orgmate. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.